Now let me show you how I made this out of one board of wood. Right, so here I'm setting up a stop block. I've got a bit of scrap plywood cut to the right width. So now it's time to start sanding these blocks. From what I've read, you've got to make them challenging for the game. So I'm going to do all the blocks with 80 grit. Some of the blocks I'm going to be finishing off with 120 grit, and then some up to 180, and then there may be just one set which will go to 240. So I best get started. Hold on, this could take a while. Got an idea. Happy that's done, but if you've ever used a detailed mouse sander, you'll know that right now my hands are tingling and shaking a bit, but that's just because of the vibration from the sander itself. On the sander I've only got up to 180 grit pads, so what I'm going to do is the original 4, I'm going to do those by hand to 240 grit. Just then there's a variety of different grits that's being used. I'll get the 240 done, I won't bother showing you it, so I'll get that done, and then we'll get the next stage. Okay, so I now need to work out how much of this I need for the sides, so I know how much I've got spare for the back. Obviously that's all the blocks. I did realise when I was sanding that I actually only did 44 and not 54. So let's say that's 280mm to give a little room, and of course we know these are just over 95, so we could say it's about 100mm width. So I've decided to do what I think is called finger joint on the ends, and so what I've done is I've got my marking gauge, just got to make that a little bit wider than the width of the board, like so, then run it down, Do the other side. So I've decided they're going to be about 10mm, so just going to mark these off. Okay, so I've done the finger joints, but as you can probably see, they're not the best. You can see where the gaps are, where I've done the slot for the base to go into, and some feel loose, sanded down, especially the inside, but I'm going to avoid the actual joints. I'm just going to sand up to this line. Right, here we go. Insides first, starting on 80 grit and then going to 120, and it'll be 120 on the outside. I was taking the glue up, and I'm going to be using Gorilla Glue, small bottle of it, because I bought it so I had some fresh glue that wasn't cold. Right, so I'm going to let the glue dry now. So while that is drying, I might as well finish off the blocks with a finish, and that is going to be a beeswax. So I might as well crack on and get all that done now for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, you may be wondering how it's your viewing pleasure, but it's my torture. There we have it, one Jenga set made with a storage box out of one board of wood, measuring 1.8 metres by 94mm wide and 18mm thickness, and the board only cost £8.47 which is still £10 cheaper than buying it from the shops. Don't remember to click on the like button and also subscribe to the channel. There'll be more content coming out soon, and I'll see you in the next one.